What's going on, everybody? Livio here backstage at the basement for Nettwerk's day party at AmericanFest with indie pop songwriter artist Brooke Annibale. How's it going?
Good.
So good to see you.
You as well.
Yeah. Are you excited about your set today?
I am, yeah. Been preparing for a couple weeks now and just excited to play with my friend Mark and drums and just, have a good time.
So you've got a pretty amazing album coming out called Better By Now, out September 30th.
Yes.
I've already listened through it. What If You is my absolute favorite.
Thank you.
Can you share that inspiration behind that song in particular?
For sure, yeah. I wrote that song just like a couple weeks before going into the studio to make the record, and it was initially inspired by just feeling like, can I dig in and be this vulnerable again and share all of my deepest feelings, which is what I do in my songs. And that's how the song started, and then it sort of turned into this feeling of like unrequited love, or like, asking the what ifs, but imagining the positive answer to the what ifs instead of the worries,
Right.
So,
Better By Now, obviously, is the title track, and you've got a brand new music video out for it as well.
Yeah.
And the project being about all those different emotions that you feel, even at the same time sometimes. So can you share how that's resonated with you over the past couple of years and putting this project together?
I mean, these past couple of years have been a wild ride of just crazy different emotions. Because we've had the pandemic sort of shifting everything in my career world, but also my personal world. I was supposed to get married in 2020, so we had to cancel a bunch of work stuff, cancel a wedding, and then I just sat down and wrote all these songs. And so the songs came like, they would be like, oh, I'm dealing with world chaos and like my own mental health and how that's being affected. But then on the other hand, I was writing songs about, dreaming of my wedding day and falling in love with my wife and just all the beauty in that. So it's just this wild spectrum of emotions that I was going through.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of spectrum, I love the cover artwork for the album.
Thank you.
It's so cool, retro, and just it's unique,
Yeah, my friend in Pittsburgh, where I'm originally from, Paul, he just has worked his magic with all the design surrounding the record. I'm really excited about it.
I love the jacket bomber.
Thank you.
That you're wearing on the cover too. So
I was like, I need a piece or something that makes a statement, and that jacket was pretty cool.
I remember watching this video on your Instagram where you were talking about how songwriting was such an early part of your life. So what kind of advice would you give to that young Brooke, like starting out, being creative and putting those experiences into song? Yeah,
I think it's all about putting your heart into something, because if you're going through something, chances are somebody else is. And that's what music has always been to me, so that's what I want my music to be to other people, is just like something that brings them comfort in whatever time that they're going through something, or something that's just fun to listen to, because like I said, the spectrum of emotions, I listen to a spectrum of different music. So I just always come back to that, like try to connect with other people, and that's the foundation of songwriting to me.
Yeah. What inspired you sonically on this project?
Good question. I feel like I'm always listening to so much different stuff. Like I listen to a lot of pop music, but I listen to a lot of really introspective songwriter stuff. I listen to this guy named Andy Schauf, a Canadian singer-songwriter. But then I'll listen to bands like Sylvan Esso or something just very electronic. So all of that sort of ends up landing somewhere in the space of my sonic landscape, as you put it.
I've always wanted to see Sylvan Esso live. I haven't yet, but I can imagine it's like a really cool experience.
I saw them at a music festival. But she has like a folk act, and then she does this wild electronic pop thing. I just love her whole thing.
Yeah. Any shows that you've been to this week, or ones that you're looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the show today. See Old Sea Brigade and some other Nettwerk artists. And tonight I'm going to go see Caroline Spence. I was supposed to tour with her in the fall, and that got canceled because COVID stuff still happening. Saw Tall Heights the other night. I did a tour with them a couple of weeks ago. So
look at you.
Yeah. Just good to
reuniting with all of your tour acts there. Your Better By Now tour, is that still that's coming up?
That is coming up. Starts October 8th in Massachusetts, and then does some New England shows, back home to Pittsburgh, out to Michigan, and then all the way to Europe. So,
Well, congratulations on everything. I've loved listening to the album and previewing it, and comes out September 30th, everybody. Brooke Annibale. Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me.
It's the Libby Show. The Libby Show. It's the Libby Show. It's the Libby Show.